Plummeted.
Ever since I made friends with Chris from Movies and Munchies, he's been pushing me into the world of horror films. Now, I used to like the odd horror here, but it was very tame and timid. But after knowing him for the last few years, I've now ventured into more of the horror style that I guess most people that love horror will go, yeah, that's classed as a horror. So here we have a film called Late Night with the Devil. I know he was excited about it, so I had a chance to check out this film, and I have to say, wasn't expecting this film to be as good as it was. Let's talk about it. A live television broadcast in 1977 goes horribly wrong, unleashing evil into the nation's living rooms. So our main character here, Jack Delroy, he is the late night show host, and he has it in his bones that he wants to be the best of the best. So he's competing in 1977 to be the next Jimmy Fallon, Craig Ferguson, whoever you would class as the best host. Put that in your mind when thinking about this film. But then jump back to 1977, have the aspect ratio of 4:9, and you'll get somewhere with a little bit of grain that's kind of in the realm of what you're getting, at least the look. The presentation of this is presented to us like it's just literally you switched on your TV and you're watching this live presentation, and so you're going to get your guests. Now, because his numbers are dipping slightly, he gets special guests that obviously by the synopsis goes horribly wrong for Halloween. So it's a Halloween special episode. I was surprised by how slow this film is, but also how intense it is. There's this sort of thing that this film does is build intensity continuously throughout the movie. It just builds and builds and builds. You have a person that has had a traumatic past, a young lady that they get on, and she's been adopted by a woman that's kind of been doing tests on her. She's been adopted as a mother, and she kind of shows her that maybe there is a more supernatural element to stuff going on here that we can't quite explain, which will make the numbers for the viewing go crazy. At the same time, there's someone that is considered to be a massive skeptic who used to be a magician, and they have them kind of fight off against each other. Of course, things are going to go wrong, and as the show continues, we have this crescendo of things that people are believing that is fake and things that people believing is real. You as an audience member will feel uncomfortable because of the way it's filmed. It's filmed like it is real. And then when you are included as part of the film as to what's going on as an audience member, that'll make it feel that much more real. So in the back of your mind, you keep telling yourself, this isn't real. I know it's not real. And then it kind of includes you in it, and you might forget yourself for a bit. And I think that's quite a bit of magic. When a film manages to do that, transport you into its zeitgeist of reality, then I think it's doing something quite special. Now, it did take me out a little bit of it because it's set in 1977. They use sort of special effects that you could kind of connect with Poltergeist, Ghostbusters, you know, the rays they use, that sort of electricity, brightness. They use that for some of the things that go wrong, and that did take me out of it because it did look like it was a movie then, or that supernatural stuff that we thought looked great back then, but now looks a bit cheesy, but does work accurately for the time that this is represented in. Everything from the set design to the clothing that they're wearing all looks authentic. Again, places you in that time zone very well. From the score of the actual set, it sounds like you're going on one of those late night shows. You have the guests, you know, all of those things makes it really feel authentically real in a fake way. I don't know if that makes sense. It's highly entertaining. It's not the most scary film I've ever seen. It is freaky, and there's a couple of moments that you'll be like, whoa, that's not right, and maybe for a couple of moments you'll have the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. But as an entertaining ride that you might want to watch again a couple of times with your friends to see their reactions of moments in the film, I was thoroughly entertained. The editing and the pacing of this film is perfect. It doesn't outstay its welcome, never gets too long in the tooth. It tells the story it needs to. Start, middle, finish, clear design, really entertaining to watch. I highly recommend this. Gonna give it 4.5 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
You got one.
I'll definitely watch it again. One of those that It says it's a comedy horror. I don't see the comedy in this, but other people might. I do think it's a thriller that's intense, that lends itself into horror at moments, and might be comedic for some of the things that you see in it, but I wouldn't classify it as a horror. So let me know your thoughts and feelings down below about this film. How excited are you to watch it? It's somehow garnered quite a lot of praise for an indie film. It started out in the recesses of the world where like a little bit of people were talking about it. Slowly but surely through word of mouth of everybody going, this film is actually pretty damn good. Where did this come from? Here we get something that's really fun and a decent horror movie in amongst those thousands of bad ones that you're just like, ugh, please do better. This one endeavored with the small budget that it has, the small cast and the small story, to do something original, and it has done just that. So let me know your thoughts and feelings on this. Can't wait for everybody to see this and talk to me in the comments about it. With a similar genre and type, what's your favorite horror movie like this? Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.